Just as Liu Yanren was about to meet her maker, a barrage of poisonous spikes suddenly shot out from the forest, slamming into the Soulfright mouse. The beast stumbled back in pain, then quickly looked toward the source of the spikes. A man in a black mask stepped out of the shadows, followed by dozens of insect soldiers. I could barely contain my excitement. Soulfright mice were incredibly valuable. Each one could sell for over 100 million at auction. More importantly, once one was killed, it always dropped a rare or higher hidden class template. I could use it to hide the truth about my overlord class. With that thought, I waved my hand. All of you attack! Kill it! My entire insect army instantly swarmed forward. After 3 hours of hunting, I now had 34 blade bugs and 12 spike bugs charging in together. They buried the Soulfright mouse in an instant. The spike bugs also fired wave after wave from a distance. Buried beneath the insect swarm, the once fierce and arrogant Soulfright mouse began letting out one agonized cry after another. Meanwhile, I stood off to the side, looking as relaxed as if I were taking a stroll, and watched everything with satisfaction. Liu Yanran and Li Dao were watching too, but both of them were frozen in shock. Uncle, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Miss, that man must be a summoner. I can't believe we met someone so powerful here. You know, even after decades in Zhongnan City, we might not see a single summoner appear. If the Liu family could befriend him, our status would rise several levels. Just then, under the swarm's relentless assault, the Soulfright mouse's last bit of health disappeared. Filled with rage and unwillingness, it crashed heavily to the ground. Congratulations, you killed the Soulfright mouse leader. You gained 300 experience points. You have reached level 4. You gained 1 attribute point. Please choose where to assign it. I smiled slightly. I'd reached level 4 in just a few hours. At this rate, if word got out, everyone's jaws would hit the floor. Even rich kids needed at least a month or two to reach level 4. I looked through the items dropped by the beast and immediately noticed a book glowing with golden light. That had to be the hidden class template. I took a deep breath and placed my hand directly on it. The next second, a pleasant voice rang out inside my head. Congratulations, you obtained the hidden class Voidwalker. Talent 1, Void Body. All damage received is reduced by 50%. Talent 2, Void Walk. Tear through space upon activation and teleport to a target location. Talent 3, Void Form. After receiving fatal damage, use the power of the Void to revive. The Void Walker specialized in defense and survival. As the insect overlord, my biggest weakness was an enemy's decapitation strike. I had almost no defensive abilities. But with the Void Walker class, even dying would be difficult now. I took a deep breath and kept a perfectly calm expression, as if I'd only found an ordinary piece of gear. Then I turned toward the other two. When I saw Liu Yanren, I froze for a moment. Liu Yanran was the famous goddess of Jiangnan No. 3 High School, and she was also my classmate. In my previous life, because of Liu Yanran, I'd suffered quite a bit. It wasn't because I was chasing after her. I'd simply spoken to her a few times, and Huang Xing, the rich heir pursuing her, happened to see us. From that day on, he held a grudge, and constantly found excuses to beat me up. He even injured me badly right before the college entrance exam. I nearly died that day. Liu Yanran knew exactly what was happening, but she never tried to stop Huang Xing. When she noticed me looking over, her face immediately lit up. She walked toward me with a flattering smile. Thank you for saving us, sir. I'm Liu Yanran, eldest daughter of the Liu family. May I ask your name? That way my family can repay you someday. The Liu family was nothing special. As the insect overlord, I couldn't care less about them. I gave her a simple reply. No need. Then I left without looking back. Watching me walk away, Liu Yanran immediately panicked. She tried to follow me, but a blade bug blocked her path defensively. Li Dao gave a bitter smile and advised her, Miss, someone that powerful is beyond our family's reach. You should give up. Meanwhile, I casually entered an elegantly decorated luxury shop. As soon as I stepped inside, a pretty young clerk approached me with a sweet smile. Welcome to Lingxiao Trading Company. What can I help you with? I patted the backpack behind me. I'm here to sell some things. Some low-level equipment and materials from beasts in the outer zone. A hint of disappointment flashed in the clerk's eyes, but she still smiled politely. Of course, sir. Please take everything out, and I'll estimate its value. I have quite a lot. There might not be enough room here. The clerk found that a little amusing. She didn't believe I could have that much equipment or material, so she replied casually. It's fine, sir. You can put it right here. I nodded, then dumped everything in my backpack onto the floor. A huge pile of materials and equipment poured out, completely covering the entrance. The passing customers and clerks were all stunned. The clerk swallowed hard. Now she finally understood why I'd said there wasn't enough room. Sir, please come this way. I'll get an appraiser immediately. Please wait just a moment. The clerk suddenly became extremely enthusiastic. Before long, a middle-aged man walked over. Hello, sir. I'm Zhang Shun, the manager here. Are you sure you want to sell all that gear and material? Yes, how much is it worth? I just finished counting everything. If you sell it all to Lingxiao Trading Company, the total value is 120,000 credits. Hearing that number, even I felt a little surprised. No wonder hunting was so dangerous. Yet everyone still fought to do it. The money was just too good. Not bad. I'll take that price. Zhang Shun didn't dare delay. He immediately ordered the clerk to get the money, then cautiously asked, Sir, may I ask your name? That way I can personally receive you next time and offer you better service. I replied calmly. Just call me Overlord. Upon hearing that name, Zhang Jun froze. Clearly it was only a title, but he didn't dare ask for more details. Powerful people were known for their strange tempers. Just then, the clerk walked back in, carrying a tray. A black card rested on top of it. Zhang Jun spoke respectfully. Mr. Overlord, this is your credit card. It contains 120,000 credits. It's also a black membership card for Lingxiao Trading Company. You'll receive a 10% discount on all future purchases. I didn't refuse. I simply gave him another order. I want a disguise token and a blazing flame sword. The disguise token isn't a problem, sir, but the blazing flame sword is extremely expensive. Are you sure? Zhang Jun was stunned. My cold tone left no room for argument. I'm sure. Soon, a brass token and a dark red sword were brought over. After using the disguise token, your class will be disguised as warrior. Confirm use? I didn't even need to think. I silently answered in my mind. Confirm! The token turned into light and entered my body. When I checked my status again, beside the Voidwalker class, it now read, disguised as warrior. Then I turned my attention to the blazing flame sword. This simple-looking weapon cost a full 100,000 credits. Everyone found that confusing. Only I knew the sword was actually a key. During the college entrance exam 2 months from now, a sudden abyss would appear, and this sword could open it. I remembered that in my previous life, one lucky person had used this sword to open the abyss and obtained an unbelievably powerful divine artifact. This time, I wasn't going to miss that opportunity. After leaving the shop, I watched the people hurrying along the street. Most of them were students from number 3 high school. I couldn't help but sigh. If I wanted to go to college, it looked like I still had to keep going to class. As I was thinking, a mocking voice suddenly came from behind me. Well, Muge, you actually dared to come back to school? I told you I'd beat you every time I saw you, yet you still showed your face around me. Are you asking for another beating? I looked up, and my eyes instantly turned cold. It was Huang Xing. I stared at him with complete indifference. If he'd stopped me in my previous life, I would have been terrified, but now I only gave him 2 words. Get lost! What did you say? You got a death wish? Huang Xing's expression instantly turned cold. I let out a cold laugh. You're the one with a death wish, I struck out with my palm. A loud smack rang out, and Huang Xing crashed heavily to the ground. He looked up at me, trembling, with fear in his eyes. When did you get this strong? I couldn't be bothered to explain. I simply walked away and headed to school. Watching me leave, Huang Kai touched his burning cheek and glared at me with pure hatred. Muga, you made me look like a complete fool! Just wait, I'll make sure you die horribly. In class 2, the bald homeroom teacher lectured non-stop. Awakening a powerful class is like being given a wide, smooth road to success. But those who awakened a weak class, or didn't awaken any class at all, shouldn't lose hope. There are still plenty of jobs in our settlement, like collecting garbage or sweeping the streets. The students listened from below. On Blue Star, a person's class was the foundation of everything. It directly determined their talent, growth speed, and maximum potential. As the teacher continued, he suddenly sneered. Muga, what are you thinking about? You think you can awaken a class too? Keep dreaming. Just look at yourself.